We are going to a location to check it out for maybe a short film today. Just instantaneous, off the cuff short film. Alright, Malachi, where are we at?
Alright, so right now we are actually at the location. It's right by this humongous tower, Hazel's Creek.
Here.
Actually, I came in. There's another one. So there's that little spot coming up. That's the little metal thing I was talking about. And here's right here. So it's kind of on this spot right here. So here's what I was talking about. The grass that's here. Here's where that log, the other roots kind of coming up for the old tree. Here's where he's sitting. He's kind of sitting here in this area.
Okay.
Doing his stuff. She's kind of leaning up against this spot. I wanted to get a pretty clear shot where we can focus. You know, we can still have both of them in the same shot, and he can be focused. It's facing me out of focus when he turns, and you can kind of see and focus him as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, looking at him and saying, you know, are you gonna do this? You know, he's been ignoring him the whole time. All the words that he's saying, he's just kind of he's not turning to both of them. He's just keeping his eye contact with her and looking at her and watching her movements and studying her. He's a smart guy. He's ambitious. He's just a criminal. And she's looking and she doesn't see, and she looks ahead, and all of a sudden she's just looking at this empty spot. There's no one here anymore. And she turns around.
And then there's that character.
There's that character standing right there.
Yeah.
And but now she can't move. Obviously during this part, she's like trying to move and she can't. And she's like, please. She's like, I don't want it. You can please take it. And she's coming up, cocking up, walking up, and she's like, please help! And she's getting frustrated, and she's flustered, she can't move. This guy's coming up, and she doesn't know who he is, and he somehow knows her name. And when she pops up, I don't want him to pop up all the way up. I wouldn't mind if he's just like here, halfway, you know. And he's just sitting here. She's sitting there, so he's walking there, very calm. And when she's almost there, he says, you have so much to learn. And it's just he doesn't stop, it's like that. And then that's it.
Okay, so what you just saw there was called blocking. Usually blocking takes place between the actors and the director and the DP. They run through the scene, kind of the director is showing his vision for it. The DP kind of gets an idea of where things are going to be going, the shots that he's wanting to get, the lighting, etc. And the actors can see how those scenes are going to play out. Now blocking, there's 3 steps before you get to actually shooting. There's blocking, lighting, and then rehearsal, and then you shoot. This is all taking place during blocking. They'll run through that about 2 or 3 times, show it to the department heads, and then you'll have a marking rehearsal. This takes place with everyone there. So after you've shown it to the department heads, you bring everybody in, and this is when you have your marking rehearsal, which is still in the blocking. But what happens is you've got the actors are divided into 2 teams. First team is the primary actors who are going to be actually in the scene, the actors that you see in the movie. And then your second team, which is all the stand-ins, which once the actors have run through the scene, for the second actors to be able to observe and see where they're going and the movements that they make. First team leaves, second team steps in and works with the lighting crew to help light the scene. So at that point, that's when we enter the lighting phase. So then once we enter lighting, the first team leaves, second team takes their place, stands in all the places that have been marked by tapes on the floor, and then the lighting team gets to work. The DP, the gaffers, best boys, all those guys, they start working and setting up the lights and the set and everything to get that ready. Then once lighting's done, then we enter the third phase, which is rehearsal. So once the set's been lit, the actors come back in, stand in their places. The DP, the directors are all looking through the viewfinders and their little screens to see, if everything is still looking good. If it is, great, then we can start shooting. If not, then they'll go making those last minute final adjustments. Then once all that process is done, everybody gets in their place, and then we start shooting. And that's how basically the whole setup goes. And there's different methods that different people, directors, people who are on set, they have different styles that they like to go through. But that's a general breakdown of how that works. So that's a little tip for the day. I hope you guys maybe learned something from it, and you can play that in whatever style and method that you choose.
Because Adina, you're looking for tattoos, you're looking for scars, you're looking to see if she's actually really an intense person. If she's your gang, if she's worth your gang, she's worth her weight. Okay?